Okay, here go a couple of stretches that you can do. These are some I recommend for loosening up this front area, stopping that building of the hump behind your neck. You know how some older people especially have that nice little hump right back here? You don't want that. To do that, you have to stretch these muscles across here. There's a couple of things you can do. I just have a plain yoga strap. You can use a belt, doesn't matter what you use. But if you've got a belt, make sure you can make a loop out of it. So one of my favorite things to do as far as doing this, now you want to make sure you're in a good posture. Make sure your chin is pulled straight back. Now you're going to take the belt, two hands, take it over your head, and then take it behind you. Now you'll know when you're in the right place because you'll feel that tightness across the chest. And we're just going to hold it there. We're waiting for it to release and relax. And then once you feel that, and it'll take longer than this is because I'm just doing this for demonstration, then you'll take it all the way down, all the way up and around. Then you can walk your hand in just a little bit, a finger or two in. Same thing. Get to that tight place. Usually takes about 1 minute, roughly, to release. And then once it releases, back down, back up, walk your hand in a finger or two. Same thing, back, down, release, up and around. You get the idea. Do it until you start feeling everything right here really loose. Now another thing you can do is take it, hold it behind your head. Now you're dangling it behind your head. Now watch this elbow over here. This elbow is going to go, I'll do it from the side. It's going to go back where you can't see it. It's at a 90. And then this hand drops the strap down to where I can reach behind me, grab it with this hand, and then walk my fingers up the back. Now, when you get here, if it's tight already, just sit here and hold it. But check your form. Look at this elbow. Is it back? Is your neck back? Not back like this, but pulled straight back. Only far enough to where your back and your spine are in one good alignment there. And then you can walk your hand up the back as you pull with this one. You're walking the hand behind you up your back and pulling here. So you want to get it up as high as it can comfortably go. And then you'll just hold. And I'm not going to do a lot of these. These are just basic chest openers with the strap. And then of course you'll change hands and dangle, grab, come back, elbow back, chin back, walk the hand up as high as you can go, and then the lower one, then with the upper hand, I'll come up so you can see, elbow back and pull. And you can keep walking the hand up. It's all about stretching the shoulder, opening up the chest. And then you just hold until you feel it release. Another one you can do, both hands extended. Now we're going to imagine the chest has 4 or 5 little stripes going across it. The bottom stripe is the bottom rib. Now you want your feet hip width apart. Make sure your posture's good. You want your chin back, your shoulders back. Now you're going to go over, pulling down with this lower hand and stretching across with the upper arm. Now, lift that bottom rib, pull down, and you can walk up if you need to. Now the next little line that we're imagining, like 2 or 3 ribs up, lift that a little bit more. Pull down, walk up. Next little open area. This one is getting right above the nipple line about. And lift it, pull down, walk up, and then finally up there under the underarm. Lift up, pull down with the bottom hand. Keep that elbow back. And if you can, walk forward or walk upwards, not forward. And stand up. Now you'll repeat on the other side. As long as we're here, I'm going to add one because that you can also feel it opens up your diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle like this. It's a very thin muscle. Just imagine like a piece of paper that's shaped like your ribs, under your ribs, and it's this sheet of muscle that pulls down when you inhale, that opens the lungs up, and then it comes up, relaxes as you exhale. And so your lungs are like a bellows, like a sponge with a bunch of bellows, I guess you could say. And so it is, the diaphragm comes down, all the little sacs in the lung fill with air. As it comes up, they collapse. The simplest way to exercise this muscle is a simple chest lift. You're going to leave your shoulders down. Lift the chest only and drop. Now this, I use this a lot, so it's probably demonstrated somewhere else. But as long as we're working on opening the chest this way, we might as well open it from underneath also. And so you want to do about 30 of these a day. Not only does it help with that diaphragm muscle, but it also helps keep things nice and plump and firm. Always a plus, especially when you're in your mid-60s. It really helps that I've done this all these years. And so just keep doing that. It's also kind of hard to talk when you're doing it. And that's it. That's our basic little stretches for up here. Not very many, but I don't want to overwhelm anyone with any information. So thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. Sat Nam, Namaste.